Lakers Nuggets. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. We're going to kind of preview this matchup all week long. And there's another similar situation in that, hey, everyone thinks the Lakers are going to roll because it's the purple and gold. It's LeBron, it's Luka, it's Austin Reeves, it's JJ Redick. And yes, Lakers are the 3 seed. They should be favored in this series. But the Timberwolves, 9-2 to finish the season, a 49-win team after getting off to a slow start. They're also top 10 on both sides of the court. They finished 8th in offensive rating, 6th in defensive rating. Only the top seed Oklahoma City Thunder and the play-in Memphis Grizzlies, by the way, they're the only other teams to have finished in the top 10 in both of those categories. So that tells you that they have balance. And you're not seeing that from a lot of teams. The Western Conference teams, either great defensively, great offensively, but Minnesota truly has had that on both sides. And you got Anthony Edwards. Is this the year that Anthony Edwards says, I'm going to win a series I'm not supposed to win? I think that's really what it comes down to me. Anthony Edwards, we know that he's a guy that, I love these young dudes. Like John Moran doesn't care that people are talking about him and they're mocking the celebration. He doesn't care. He's smiling. He's laughing. Anthony Edwards doesn't care that people are chanting child support. He's smiling, right? And if he's playing like the child support is due this series, that's going to make it difficult for the Lakers. Anthony Edwards, 27.6 points per game, finished with the most threes. I was told by my producer, Noel, I was supposed to say that I was afraid to point that out. But there you go. I'll give him his flowers for sure. And the thing with Anthony Edwards is he really has elevated as a scorer this year. I mean, it's a career high 27.4 points per game. Like I said, 320 made threes. My man is just 23. Can he beat a three-headed monster in Doncic, LeBron, and Austin Reeves in a 7-game series? That's what he's going to have to do to make this happen. Now, the other thing, too, is you look for the absolute dog of all dogs, the Wolves Slayer on the other side, and Luka Doncic. He thrives against Minnesota. Last year, he led that Mavericks team to a 4-1 series win over the Wolves in the Western Conference Finals. And in that series, he's telling Rudy Gobert, you can't effing guard me. He was going blackout Luka, going crazy. Averaged 32.4 points per game, 9.6 boards, 8.2 dimes, 2.2 steals. Just look at that line. Won the MVP that series. So those are the factors there when it comes to the best players on both teams. Other thing, too, JJ Redick said recently is the Lakers, they're going to lean on assistant coach Greg St. Jean, who was on the Phoenix Suns team that was the last team that was swept by the Timberwolves in the first round. So what did the Timberwolves do well, right? And that kind of stuff. So the Lakers are going to have Monday off, and they were off yesterday, and they're reconvening today with a late afternoon practice, and then they're going to watch the Warriors and Grizzlies playing for the 7 seed. So that's some scouting because the winner would, on that same side of the bracket, would take on the Lakers at some point. The tentative plan is to practice Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and they're going to start watching Minnesota film on Wednesday. So the Lakers, they're hosting Game 1 in LA for the first time. How insane is this? Lakers hosting a Game 1 of a playoff series in Los Angeles for the first time since 2012. They were the number 1 seed, of course, during the 2020 playoffs, but of course, that was the bubble in Orlando. So, yeah, I kind of dive deeper into the series. You can't count out this Minnesota team. You got Gobert, you got Randle, you got Nas. I mean, the Wolves are a big team. They're going to test the Lakers. They're going to test that small ball approach on defense. Ant has to be Ant, but the Lakers, they prevent screen and rolls. They can do schematically some things to kind of protect the paint. It's going to be a big test. Who's going to win? I still got Lakers in 6. Interested in your prediction, J-Rob.
Batman, Superman, Ant-Man. Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5.
Lakers
there
in
we
5.
go. There we go.
So I look at this game, man, and I will just really say, like, the Lakers are actually the perfect matchup to me for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, we've seen Rudy Gobert be given hell in small ball lineups, and the Lakers, to me, have the best, like, wing small ball lineup in the NBA. And I do feel like this is going to be a matchup nightmare for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And let's be honest, like, Julius Randle has in his career is not a playoff riser. He is actually shrinks in the playoffs. Now he can change that narrative here, but we have not seen enough to know that it's going to happen. LeBron James and Luka Doncic are literally known playoff risers. That's what they've done in their career so far. And so love Ant-Man, love the season he's had. But even with all of that, I don't think it'll be enough to stop this Lakers team.
I don't either. I think from a matchup standpoint, the ultimate magic elixir is having Luka Doncic. And when the Lakers, they pull Jackson Hayes and sub in Dorian Finney-Smith, that 5-out strategy is going to put Gobert away from the basket. And whoever Gobert is guarding will set screens for Doncic, and that'll force Gobert to switch on him. And sometimes basketball can be a complicated sport. Sometimes it can be a simple sport, but the Lakers can kind of get them into those actions and cook them. And I think that the Lakers, I want to put this on the Lakers, is you're not playing with house money. You are not playing with house money because Luka Doncic was traded for towards the trade deadline. You're not playing with house money because LeBron James is 40 and Austin Reeves is an emerging player and JJ Redick is a first-year head coach. All those things don't matter. You're still donning the purple and gold. And the truth of the matter is I do think this could be a last dance type of year. Mm-hmm. Maybe you'll see a sequel next year with Luka and LeBron, but to think that you're going to get 42, 43, and this might not age well because LeBron makes sports commentators' takes not age well.
Facts.
But I just think realistically, even if those things are true, you still have to treat this as, hey, not only do we have guys that are still thriving like LeBron and playing like an all-NBA player, not only do we have Austin Reeves, who is the third option that LeBron's had in his career that's averaged over 20 points. Not only do we have that, we also have a bracket that could not have broken better for the Lakers.
Yeah.
I mean, the opposite side of OKC and Denver, the Nuggets, they get a tougher team with the Clippers. If the Lakers win, you get Houston, Golden State, or Memphis. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better setup. It's just simple. But it'll come down to kind of the role players. I really do think that a deep run, I mean, Rui, DFS, knocking down shots, Gabe knocking down shots, because the Wolves, they're going to stash Gobert on those guys, and the Lakers, they need to make them pay for that. So, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Minnesota, North Dakota, Diet Cola, Lakers are 5. But let's